It's week 7, and welcome to the State Fair of Texas. It doesn't get any bigger than this. There's no better tradition. This will be my 43rd game. I've been here every year since 1978. And for the first 3 years, my brother and I were wandering around. Thank you, Aunt Ruthie, for taking care of us and getting us all the rides and while my parents went to the game. In 1982, we saw Marcus Dupree run one to the house right in our end zone and won that game, and that started my attendance at this great game. This game is all about family, friends, the get together, meeting at the steps, being at the pirate ship at 8 a.m., although I don't know if I'll do that this year since it's a 2:30 kick. Keep that in mind. But we got a special guest picker today from down in Austin. I hope you guys enjoy that. So stay tuned for that after this video. And then stay tuned after the picks, and you can see my best picks of the fried food. And this is for my brother. I can't slam anymore, but beat Texas. Let's go, Boomer Sooner. Okay, before we strike up the band here, just want to have a special shout out to Dudley Patterson, Hugo native, family friend forever. And this is going to be his 78th Red River shootout. Let that sink in a minute. Are you kidding me? This is going to be number 121. So he's been in like 65% of those. And this picture here, there he is with his lovely wife, Ann, his daughter, Mandy. Mike, he suffers from the same problem that you have. He moved to Texas, and his kids went to the University of Texas. So I'll see them all there this weekend. Love you, Dudley. Great number. Crank up the band. All right, welcome into the best week of the year. It is week 7. We're almost halfway through this college football season, and it's all about the M's this weekend. I don't know if we need a miracle, but I would like to have Mateer. I would take some Sooner Magic, but we do have Malia in the house, Malia Radigan from Austin, to get the pulse down here. Let's hear what she has to think about Arch. And how you doing, Malia?
I'm good. Definitely a lot to think about going into this game.
Yeah, no doubt. Always is. Welcome to this rivalry from the other side, for that matter. And I am.
Yeah, she wore OU all the way up until she turned 18. Like, I mean, she went to all the OU games. She went to away games, bowl games. Like, all of a sudden, she just found this weird color that she liked. It's confusing. But now it's all she wears.
My school is currently undefeated as long as I've been there in this game. So.
Not this year.
Well, that's a hell of a way to look at it. I'll give you the trends. So the trends: OU has won 5 of the last 7, 11 of the last 16, and 17 of the last 26. So I guess your timing was very fortunate in that regard. Andrew, very lucky. I thought about slipping a picture in of you with the horns down in 2018 at the Big 12 championship game, OU Texas, where.
I know what you're talking about. Thank you for not including it.
I'd embarrass you in front of your
well,
Texas
and
fans.
Wes, I would like to add to that trend. In 2 of the last 3 years, I did not go back in at halftime, which is not a good thing. So, but the game 2 years ago was arguably maybe the best one we've ever had. So, but that speaks volumes in that this game is entirely unpredictable, and what you expect to happen doesn't. So it'll be a hell of a game again this Saturday, regardless of who plays. And I'm fired up. It's a big week.
Yeah, my brother and I always called this Christmas week. I mean, after, we became adults, this was just the most fun week. Now, it may not end how you like, but regardless of how it goes, it's just an incredible week. So I had to wear the jersey of one of my favorite Sooners who is tearing it up in the NFL right now. Little Baker Mayfield action.
Yeah.
And
nice.
Thank you, Lyle Brumby, for sending me this. How awesome is that?
That's
I think
cool.
he said he might be trying to go back after the game this weekend and go to the Niners Bucks game. I don't know how you do that, but he lives in the area, so maybe he will. Okay, let's get to last week's picks. Let's see how we did. Woo, man, that's as many X's as I've seen in a while.
I was happy to pull out a winning week, but it was by the skin of my teeth. What
Definitely
happened on the
unpredictable.
Vandy over? Like, that was crazy.
That game, that game, Alabama scored late. Otherwise, Vandy covers on that game. So it's a little confusing there. But, I mean, I'm one pick away from wearing a bag on my head this week. That was very dangerous.
It was
That
close
is the
too,
rule.
right? It was like 13. Like well,
and how about OU and Kent State? I mean, OU's up 44-0 through 4 quarters, and just they put it in neutral.
There were 4 minutes left in the third quarter.
Yeah.
What was the quarterback that ended the game? I already forgot his name. It wasn't who ended the game at quarterback for OU, because it wasn't.
Is it Neubauer?
Yeah, that's it. I was like, oh wait, who is this kid? I didn't realize we had him on the depth chart.
I think Kurt and I were about to enter the Foreigner concert as that game was winding down. We left.
Yes. That was a bit of a blur on Saturday for sure. We had a little too much fun on Friday. Gosh.
Wrong with that.
And with that, let's see who.
All right.
All right. All right. Good segue, Wes, for the shirt that you're wearing. So it's no surprise. I was going to do a little trivia, but I mean, without any hesitation, I've got to bring out a special baseball that I have. And I've got an autographed baseball from about everybody. Football, like I said last week, football, baseball, celebrities, presidents, you name it. And but the ball I have is Mr. Baker Mayfield. I'm going to show that here in a second. And the cool part, and something I learned, and they were talking on TV how his middle name is Reagan, and that his middle name, he was named after Ronald Reagan. His mom wanted to name him Baker, and his dad decided, well, okay, we can call him Baker, but we're going to name his middle name after the 40th president. So it's Baker Reagan Mayfield, and pretty much every autograph I've ever seen of Baker just has, kind of a quick, I'm done, Baker Mayfield. But I do have a Baker Reagan Mayfield signed in full. We can see that here with his middle name and 2017 Heisman, and obviously fully authenticated by the appropriate company. I didn't get this in person, but
that means they had to ask specifically, will you sign your full name to it or something? That's pretty wild. Is that normal?
Yeah, that can be done for sure. Or ask them to put specific inscriptions on the baseball, whatnot. So, I mean, Wes's jersey, but coming off what they're saying is arguably one of the greatest regular season performances of all time. Passing for over 375 yards and having less than 5 incompletions. Just an incredible showing. And I think they're 4-1, and each of their victories is 3 points or less, or 4 points and less. And all of them have been a last-second drive down the field. I mean, unbelievable. Talk about clutch, but this is no surprise to us because we've seen this guy do this in college. But just absolutely amazing. So that being said, I did whip out. I've got a Horns baseball, Malia, for you. And obviously the greatest baseball player to come out of University of Texas, a part of the 1983 World Series, College World Series Championship, All-American for 2 years, and currently the third highest MLB strikeout career. And he has, how many strikeouts does he have? 4,672 strikeouts. But
a lot.
Mike, as you were saying, you can have inscriptions done. And this is just the best wishes from Roger Clemens.
That's awesome.
So just whipping that out. And I do have several other Clemens baseballs on team signed balls and whatnot, Yankee baseballs, Red Sox, some stuff. But that's Kurt's baseballs for this week.
That should be a Hall of Famer.
How is he not?
He's part of the steroid.
Was he part of the PEDs?
issue?
He got asteroid. Okay.
Yeah.
He got caught up with Sosa, Bonds, McGuire, Canseco. Not that Canseco would be, but he got caught up in all of that. So Palmeiro, all these guys. So, but agreed. Maybe at some point, posthumously, probably, but there'll be some move to get these guys into the Hall of Fame, and they're due. So
nice.
All right, let's pick some games.
All right, let's do it.
All right, here we go. Let's start out with Alabama -3 at Missouri, over 52.5. Kurt, what do you got?
Okay, so I'm going to keep my my commentary pretty quick on all of these, but Alabama's got a 4-1 record. They're 4-0 since losing that game on the road at Florida State to start the season. Mizzou hasn't really played anyone, I don't think, this year, except Kansas. They did get that win 42-31 over them, but the other wins are just a bunch of cupcakes. So I don't think Mizzou has really played anyone. You got Alabama rolling in. Alabama's on a roll, as their name is. I like Alabama -3.
Yeah, I like them as well. I take Alabama -3. I think you're right. Like, I think the Kansas opponent, South Carolina, they beat South Carolina, but by 9 maybe or something. So I think that Mizzou has probably not really been tested yet. Alabama, yeah, they looked terrible week 1 against Florida State, but after that, they're starting to come alive. And I didn't think they had a quarterback, but this Simpson kid is impressing me. He played really, really well against Georgia, played really well against Vandy. So I think they got something.
Yeah. I agree. Plus, the last time Mizzou won against Bama was 1968 and then 1975. Like, my dad wasn't even born then. I do fear.
I'm very young. It's true.
Okay. Yeah, that was the point I was trying to make there. Thanks. But, like, they historically have never beaten Bama, and I don't think that's going to change this week.
Agree.
Yeah, historically Mizzou is dog shit, but Bama's only -3 against Missouri. Are they wanting us to pick Mizzou, pick Bama? Seems like Vegas wants us to. Who's the dumbass that would pick Mizzou? Give me Mizzou. And I'll tell you why. Because Bama, I think, winning at Georgia, was that a little bit of an anomaly? You look at Kalen DeBoer and what he's done recently, just really 2 years he's been there. Go back to Florida State started this year. They didn't look prepared to play. OU last year, at Tennessee, at Vandy, all losses on the road. Just going to say that there's something there. I'm going with Mizzou. Mizzou's flying under the radar. They're number 2 in total defense and number 6 in total offense. They haven't played a lot of big teams, but they played Kansas and South Carolina. I'm just going to go with them.
Well,
next up.
I'll just add real quick, Wes, it's never a bad idea to take the home dog. And I love the home dog, but lately the favorites have been coming in on that. So, last week was favorite city. So, except in Norman, but.
Yeah. All right. Ohio State, -15 at Illinois, under over 50.5. Kurt?
All right. So my quick take on this is Ohio State's 5-0. As we know, they're 4-0-1 against the spread. Their defense is ridiculous. In the 5 games that they've played, they have given up 7 points, 0 points, 9, 6, and 3. So their opponents literally can't score against this. So I like. Not that Illinois is not going to get a few points on the board, but to set the number at 50.5, I like the under there. Maybe something like a 34-7 final, even if they get 7. I think Ohio State's gonna take care of them. I've got to lean toward Ohio State -15, but I'm going to take the under 50.5.
Nice. Yeah, I'm the same. I like the under. I think Ohio State's going to take the air out of the ball. I think Illinois is just not going to be able to get anything really started. And I see this score 28-14, 28-13, and the under hits.
Oh, I took the over. Whoops. We'll see. But I don't know. Obviously, I think it's going to be Ohio State, but I just don't think they're going to be able to cover that 15 points different. I don't think it's going to hit. But I don't know. I think that it's going to be a higher scoring game than expected, but we'll see.
Kurt, you threw out all the points I was going to say, so I don't have to say much about this, but I like Ohio State to win this game and cover the 15 points. They kicked Washington's ass on the road pretty good. Their defense is just sneaky good, really fantastic. And I think Julian's saying, although he didn't do much against Texas, I think they're bringing him along pretty slow because he was a redshirt freshman. You look at his numbers, and he's about dead even with Luke Altermeyer, who everybody talks about being one of the top draft picks in the NFL next year, Illinois quarterback. So I'll take that. And, yeah, Ohio State covers. Next up, Indiana, +7.5 at Oregon, under over 54.5.
All right. So the way I look at this game is, Oregon had that crazy impressive win against Penn State on the road. But after last week, was that impressive anymore? I think that's the real question here. Both teams have had a week off here to prepare. Both teams are 5-0. This is Indiana's second road game. They won at Iowa 20-15, kind of a moderate win, but a good win nonetheless. I just think 7.5 is too many. I'll take Indiana here +7.5. I think they kind of keep this close, and there's a shot that they could win. and pull off a huge upset here. So give me the points.
I think you're absolutely right. I think Indiana definitely does have a shot to win. I think that Dan Lanning is going to be giving it his all in terms of trying to make this a kind of a really statement win for him. They want to have this kind of a strong win, but I think Cignetti's going to throw the whole kitchen sink at him, and we're going to see trick plays. We're going to see bombs down the field. I would not be shocked. I would have taken the over at 80. Like, I think this game is going to be one of those games that's just going on and on and on, and they forget to put the defense out there. They're just going to go nonstop. So I'll take over 54.5.
I'm not locked in. Apparently, y'all are different wavelengths. I feel like it's going to be Oregon. Like, I think it's going to be a good fight for sure. It's going to be a great game, but I don't know. Oregon is one of the best quarterbacks in the country right now.
Malia, that is a great pick because Oregon, one of the loudest places I've ever been to, top 4 in loudest stadiums, crazy environment. I think they are really good. They have some elite athletes. Indiana's kind of been on that fraud spectrum every now and then. So I just don't, they may be better this year, but give me Oregon to roll big time in that game.
Wow.
Okay. Pick number 4, Michigan, plus 2.5 at USC. Under over 57.5. What do you got, Kurt?
All right. This is, of the 5 games, this is the one that I really don't know. Just to be honest. Michigan plus 2.5 at USC, the total 57.5. Both teams are 4-1. USC has the extra week to prepare here, and they needed that coming off that loss at Illinois. Michigan, 3 straight wins after their loss to Oklahoma. These two teams played last year. Michigan did win 27-24. And if I'm kind of checking my gut here, but I kind of like a repeat of last year, which means that just by a hair, I'm going to take under 57.5. I think both teams are going to have a bit of a dogfight, but it's going to be close. But I think 57.5 is a bit too much. I'm on the under.
So for all the reasons you just stated, I'm on the over because I went back and forth on this. I agree. I could not get a good read on it. I think that maybe Michigan is going to be able to do it, but then I'm like, am I really going to go against Lincoln Riley and his offense at home after a bye week? He's going to have it pulled together. They're going to score points. I think Bryce Underwood's starting to get it together as well, and they're starting to do something. I think it's a solid team. I think that win for OU is going to look really good in a couple more weeks. So I take the over. I'm hoping that I'm going to get 31-28 or something, but we'll see. It'll be an interesting game to watch because both those teams really need that win.
Yeah, and I feel like they're pretty evenly matched, but I took Michigan in this game. I think it's going to be really, really aggressive for sure, but we'll see. Not super confident on that one. I feel like it could be.
Great pick. Once again, I think Lincoln Riley has a dangerous combo in Jordan Maeva to Mekhi Lemon, but he always has that, right? What happens when somebody punches him right in the mouth and gets physical with him? They fold up like a cheap lawn chair, like they did against Illinois. But Illinois is jamming the ball down their throat. Illinois was the 101st best rushing team in the country, and they just ran the ball straight down the field, kicked the field goal to win that game. If they can do that, give me Michigan, whose rushing offense is 14th in the country, and then give me Bryce Underwood, who is improving quite a bit. And he's already played in big game environments. He played at OU, and it was loud as can be. He played at Nebraska. We know that place is intimidating. USC, the Coliseum, that place is only slightly better than the UCLA Rose Bowl game. They're begging for people to come out there. They're probably giving away pizzas to get people to come out there. It's not going to happen. I think Michigan wins this game, and they may do. I hope to God they just run the ball 70 yards in the last 2 minutes like they did last year. All plays, all ground plays, touchdown, win ball game.
It's going to be hard to hit my over if they do that, but I think you might be right.
So now that we got all that crap out of the way, actually good games, but this weekend only means one thing to me. It's OU +3 versus Texas under over 42.5. Is this the Red River shootout that we've seen in the past few years? What is going on, Kurt? Talk to us about these numbers.
Man, I don't know. This is I haven't seen 42, 43 and a half in forever. I mean, this game is usually super high scoring. Wes, I know you're going to talk about your numbers. I have a measly. This will be my 37th appearance at the Cotton Bowl this Saturday. Super excited. Again, can't wait. Going with my son, going with a few other friends. Got a few trends here that we kind of covered earlier, but I'm sorry, but Texas is headed in the wrong direction right now on their season. OU's headed in the right direction. We just have a lot of positive momentum. I don't know what the lines makers are thinking. Worries me to death that OU's getting points, because when Vegas sets a line, they usually set it in their favor. And when everyone's on OU, that worries me. However, I'm going to I have to take the points. I think OU wins this game outright. There's just no question. I mean, we're talking about how grandiose Michigan is. We beat Michigan, and we should have beat them by even more than we did. Give me OU by whatever. And we're getting points. That's just like you talked about early Christmas week. This is absolutely that. Boomer Sooner all the way. And we're going to take this down and seek some revenge over the last couple years. My God, I can't wait.
I completely love what you just said. That is so fantastic. And what I do love about this is every single game, and you saw it in the highlights, every single game has something magical. Now, the highlights you saw were pretty awesome, but like every game has something great about it. And this game is going to have that too, whatever it is. I do think that the line is heavily driven based on Hawkins. Good kid, great fast runner, arms not there, field vision's not there. So, and Texas has a stout defense, so I can see that. But OU's defense is 1 or 2 in every category, with probably the best defensive play caller in the country by far. So we're going to put a hurt on this very broken offensive line that Texas has. We're going to get to Arch, and we're going to be able to stop it. So the 42 seems crazy, especially for an OU Texas game, but I'd almost lean under. But for this, there's just no other option. You just take OU, give me points, great. -3 points, sure. I think depending on if Mateer plays or not, that line could swing. I'm glad that we're locking it in now because I like plus points, but OU money line for $1 billion.
I was going to just add real quick, and as of the recording of this video, OU is now +1 on the Caesars line, and the over/under at 43. So, so it's trending in our favor, which means a lot of money's coming in on the Sooners.
Yeah.
What do you think, Malia?
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you were done. Okay. I don't think there was any question who I was picking. I got my little Longhorn right here in my jersey. This is actually an Arch jersey. I'm borrowing it from my friend. I don't think there's any question. Y'all don't have a quarterback right now. I mean, you have Hawkins Jr., but he's a glorified running back. Let's be real.
He's a really good running back, though.
Yeah,
really fast.
But he's not a good quarterback. He doesn't have.
Who's a better quarterback, Hawkins or Arch?
Hawkins.
Whoa,
That's a real argument, actually.
Arch, I think Arch is hurt. Like, he's throwing these passes sidearm. Like, I think there's something wrong with his shoulder. I really do. Like, I don't think he can throw it normal. I think there's something broken with him. I
think he just learned too much from Quinn. Because if you watch the film from Quinn last year, he was throwing the same under sliders like that. So I truly think he just learned from the wrong person. But Quinn also beat y'all, I do fear. So last year, so maybe the method works.
Yeah. Are you done yet, Malia? Are you done?
Oh, go ahead, Princess.
Quinn also lost to OU, by the way.
Yeah, but
Malia, that is a terrible pick. And with that, Dottie just shot off and left a trail of blows all here.
Okay.
All right, let's get into the line a little bit here. After what happened, that beat down that Florida put on Texas last week, they're not ranked in the AP right now. OU 5-0, Texas 3-2. OU is actually getting 3 points at Texas. This is kind of akin to what happened in the early 2000s where Texas would be favored by 3 or 4 every time, and OU would win those games. In fact, 5 straight from 2000 to 2004. Why is that? Well, I think a lot of it is because the public loves to bet Texas. They just love it. So if you're Vegas, why would you open the lineup at a pick'em? Put it, Texas -3 and see who jumps on that. We know Vegas is a lot about perception. I think a lot of it is that. And let's go into this. This is without Mateer playing. What is the line if Mateer plays? What's a player worth? Kurt, what's a player worth?
Player's worth definitely 3 points in this situation. I truly think the line should be OU -3.5 is my take on the matter. Anything more than that is a little dicey. I mean, this game can come down to the last play. But in this case with him, definitely 3.5. So that would be like a 6-point differential.
Yeah, I'd say it's and we know he makes all the difference in the world. He is our running game, is our passing game. He is that engine that makes the offense go.
Well, and how fired up will our team be if he takes the field, right?
Well, he's going to take the field like he did last week. He's going out there. He's went out there for the coin flip last week. So how long are they going to let this linger on? He'll be out there throwing balls in warm up if he's going to throw. And apparently he's already been throwing. But let's get into Hawkins for a moment. Hawkins, 5 starts overall. 4 last year after Jackson Arnold broke down. We're in a terrible situation last year with offensive line, wide receivers, no quarterback coach, and not a good play caller. This year, that's changed quite a bit. Now, looking at Hawkins last week, the first half, he was 11 of 15, 143 yards and 2 touchdowns. Those are decent numbers. I don't know what happened after the half. After the half, he came back out and he was 3 of 9, 19 yards and 1 touchdown, and there were balls flying all over the field. So, I mean, that looked pretty bad there. But compared to Arch has 7 starts. Hawkins has actually started at OU Texas. Didn't go well, but it's always good when you get out on that field and you're the guy starting. Arch is not. So, throw all that aside. If Mateer plays, OU wins this game. I think at this point, I believe there's a 60% chance that Mateer will start this game every time.
That's some fair park math right there. But all right.
Is that a Yogi?
That's an Anchorman reference. I don't think I listened to it very well. But here's another thing. Let's just talk about the defense and running the ball. This game usually comes down to who can run the ball best. Texas is 55th in the nation running the ball. OU is 96. Neither of them are very good. Their defenses are both good against the run. It's crazy. The leading rusher, who's the leading rusher for Texas, Malia? Who is it?
I'm supposed to know their names off the top of my. Oh, it's not Parker Livingston, is it? No, it's not. No.
Next.
It's not
Arch Manning.
Oh, probably.
Yes, it's the jersey you're wearing. That will be on the discount rack in a couple of weeks. So you may want to hold off on buying that jersey.
He enters the portal. Going to go to Tulsa.
No.
So,
Oklahoma State's looking for a quarterback.
Oh, did they finally graduate one after 8 years?
This is one I'll say for sure. Texas's O-line is complete trash. I don't think ours is by no means great, but it's okay. OU, 21 sacks so far this year, number 1 in the nation. Last week, Florida had 6 sacks on Arch Manning. You know how many sacks they had coming into the game? 3. They had 3. They doubled their sack production in one game. If you think Florida can get after the quarterback, Oklahoma can get after the quarterback.
Our boys are going to eat.
Numbers.
Yeah.
I'll take those numbers.
For sure.
So, Boomer Sooner. And give me the 3 points. Why not?
Absolutely.
Should I take this money line? And one more fun little fact about this game before I shut my pick down. Game day was going to be here. Texas screwed that up. Instead, it's in Oregon. And Herb Street is calling this game at the State Fair. That's a 2:30 kick. Is he really going to wait until they make the last picks in Oregon at 11 a.m. Central Time It gives him 3 hours and 30 minutes to get down here. I looked this up. If you flew the fastest jet, private jet, which would be a Bombardier Global 8000, and fly it right under the speed of sound, which that's as fast as you can fly it over the continental U.S., you would get from Eugene Airport to Redbird in which is South Dallas, 2 hours and 38 minutes. It's going to be hard for him to make kickoff at the game at the State Fair if he doesn't leave game day early. So I don't know.
But he can't. But they do the picks at the end. So unless maybe they'll like zoom him in from the plane.
Recorded maybe like a video.
You can't
Yeah, maybe that's what they'll do. Maybe they'll zoom him from the plane or something.
I was going to say he also has sea boarding on Southwest, so that's the problem. It's going to delay him a little bit more. So he will definitely leave the broadcast early, and he's done that before to do it. So, but yeah, that'll be interesting. He'll be coming in hot.
Yeah, he definitely will be one way or the other. So
yeah,
woo,
big week ahead.
It's going to be man. Well, look at that. I'm like the guy winning out once again. Malia, you and I got a couple of teams, correct?
Pretty locked in, except for maybe that last one.
Well, you'll be happy. I flipped the horns the correct way for you.
I do appreciate that.
This one time only.
Thank you.
Wow.
See, I told you there was a perk to being my daughter. It just took 19 years to finally figure out what it was.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, all right. I'll stay tuned after this. I will have all my fair pro tips and some of the best new fried food because we went out there earlier this week or last week actually to get caught up of everything in the fair. So,
by the way, I wanted to bring up one thing real quick before we hang up, but it was brought up earlier on Facebook. But we have a real argument here. What is best on a corn dog? Is it plain? Just eat it straight up? Is it ketchup? Or is it mustard? And we seem to have, and it's been a bit of a universal argument, right? With hot dogs, but on corn dogs, it's even more. I just don't see any way it can't be mustard. Mustard all the way.
I'm on Team Mustard with you too. What about the Radigans?
Have you ever seen somebody put ketchup on a corn dog in like real life?
Well, I saw it in your video. In your video, this dude was smearing ketchup. Like,
I know.
Hold on.
Yes,
hold on.
People do that.
Malia, did you just say you do it?
Yes.
I can deal with a lot. I can deal with you wearing burnt orange, but you putting ketchup on a corn dog is the line I draw.
I don't like mustard. I don't like mustard.
Okay, then you go naked, but you don't ketchup. No. Mm-mm. I deal with ranch before I do ketchup. And ranch sounds gross as I say it out loud.
That sounds worse. I would probably do ketchup
ranch
before
is
that.
Objectively worse.
I made it worse.
Yeah, and as we say that, and as I was standing there last week at the fair, watching that guy put ketchup on his corny dog, and I put mustard on mine. Anderson goes and gets one and just bites into it with nothing on it.
Oh,
dry. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
Raw dog and a corn dog is not. That's
yeah.
That's gonna be our next segment.
All right. If I see Cochran out there in a white shirt, I've got a corn dog with a lot of mustard on it. He might get a bump into.
Appropriate. Damn.
Now he's gonna know it's premeditated though. You lost your opportunity for surprise.
Let's see how long he watches.
Right.
Hey, and real quick before we hang up, I need some support from my other team here. We're down 0-2 in a 5-game series. We need a lot of help, but the last time it was done where a team was down 0-2 in a 5-game series was the 2017 Yankees against, who was it?
Blue Jays?
Actually, I know we lost. I believe it was Cleveland. So
it was a question. He didn't have the answer. He needed this.
But, it was the 2017 Yankees that did it, but I believe it was Cleveland that we did it against. But I'll have to fact check myself there. But regardless, need some help tonight for sure.
What's the over in the game? Is it like 20 runs or something? These games have been bonkers. It's like they're putting.
Well, the Yankees aren't scoring any of the runs. So last game, we scored a bunch of meaningless runs at the end of the game. It was 13-1, and then it ended up being 13-7. But just need a lot of help. We'll see. Got to take it one game at a time. We got 2 at Yankee Stadium. Then you got to take it on the road. But we got a really good team.
You
We're
know,
just in a huge funk at the wrong time, but we'll see what happens.
Normally, I am not a Yankees fan, but when they're playing the damn Canadians north of the border, you damn right, I'm all over the Yankees.
Let's
Come on,
go.
baby.
Let's
Let's go,
do it.
America. Hell with
Let's go
Canada.
Yanks.
All right, go Yanks. Boomer Sooner.
Boomer.
Remember Sooners! See you guys at the fair.
Welcome. See y'all.
See you guys.
How you doing, sir?
Good. One corn dog?
Yes, sir. That'll be it.
All right. Just cleaning out the grease here. We're good.
All right, enjoy.
Thank you. Let's go get some mustard on this baby. I don't know why they need ketchup here. I mean, that should be illegal. I guess it's still the United States. All right. Say hi to Big Tex.
Try not to get run over.
About to get run over. There will be a lot of babies here for OU Texas. I don't know why.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Still the best. Cheesecake jalapeno popper. It says Velasquez Catering.
Funway and MLK.
Sooner.
So,
Is them okay?
so MLK, it's going to be right, like in here.
Okay. Okay, this is the jalapeno stuffed cheesecake, a little sweet and savory. We're at Velasquez Foods, right in the shadow of the Texas Star over there. And I'm gonna try to, well, I kind of cut it in half, but I don't know, man. We're sawing. I'm just gonna take a bite off the end of this. Oh, it's hotter than shit. It's hotter than hell.
Don't burn yourself.
Oh, that's fantastic. I made a complete mess out of it. Hey, buddy, we're coming for you. Take those horns. Okay, we got the deep fried carbonara from Italy. Let's see how it is. That's pretty good. All right, it's like Italian food fried up. All right. You guys have known me for a long time. This is my number one pro tip at the Texas State Fair. One fine beer, please. 5 coupons for one fine beer. Whereas you might be out there, you might be playing 8, 9, 10, even 12 coupons. Cup's waxy and looks like the beer's maybe a little foamy, but hey, well, you gotta love it. That's fine. Lone Star, baby. She's only 4 coupons today, but you know, on Saturday, that'll be about 10 coupon rides. Somebody scream! It's not the best ride out here, but it's the first ride out here you have to do. Let's go, baby. Crank it up. Woo! Boomer! All right, I'm gonna need all the guys here for this. Val Brumby, you better be here. Kurt DePoy. Ah! Maybe even Barry. We'll get you on here. Pro tip. This is the place where you want to get a cheeseburger, right here at halftime of the OU Texas game. Damn good. Gotta get out here early though, or the lines will be long. Right here on the east side of the stadium. Hey Rita, the concourse is up here on this side of the stadium. It's supposed to be fantastic, but what did I do? I'm on the east side, in the sun probably. That's where Texas fans will be leaving about third quarter. We want the brisket and yeah.
Only if you can tell me who's going to win on October 11th.
Boomer!
Love it. 50 coupons.
Oh, some bitch.
It's going to be a wild day out here.
Always
Wait,
is.
isn't it an early game this time?
No, 2:30.
It's going to be a 2:30 game.
Yeah,
right?
late game.
That storm is going to prove.
Yeah. Hey, thank you. This is the brisket. Man, this is hot too. And pretzel balls. I don't know. It won some prize. Brisket and bruised stuffed pretzels. And it won a prize, so. Oh, damn. Other than corn dog, the best thing I've had today. Washed it down with my fine beer. 5 coupons. Over there it was like 10 coupons. Oh, they got Grambling in the end zone.
Oh, the stadium. Oh, shit.
Okay. Having a great time out here at the State Fair with my good buddy Trey Anderson. It just makes me think, he got us here in one piece. So the next time you need a ride, choose Reacher Rides, because if you go with Uber or Lyft, it could be like this son of a bitch back here. And nobody wants that shit on their way to the airport. Thank you, Trey.